What's up, y'all? It's a beautiful day today here in the state of Michigan. I decided to go for a little bit of a drive today. So I'm at a park here called Gun Lake or Yankee Springs. It's one of the recreational parks here. And I brought along the Mavic Mini. And we're gonna get it in the air today. I'm not looking to do anything super fancy today in terms of this video, but I just got it. I've had it about a week. I sold my DJI Spark specifically to get the Mavic Mini, so it is somewhat of a replacement. I just wanted to upgrade the technology that I have. I always like to have a small, compact drone in the hangar, if you will. Now, it is a pretty bright, sunny day today. I don't have ND filters for the Mavic Mini yet. I'm working on that. I'm working on kind of getting all of the accessories that I need for it, but we're just gonna check it out, man. We're gonna check it out. Almost as if a newbie pulled it out of the box, took it to the park, and put it in the air. So this is what you can kind of expect, all right? Now, I got the Mavic Mini for a really good deal. Costco was selling a bundle. I don't know if they're still offering it, but they were offering a bundle for $389. Then you got a $20 manufacturer's rebate, I think it was. So I got this thing for $369 with an extra battery and that charging dome that you get, although not sure how well that thing charges, but jury's still out on it. But yeah, man, it was a no-brainer. Sold the Spark and was able to basically use all of those funds to get the Mavic Mini. All right, before we get into that, I just want to welcome you to the Gadget Inspector channel, where we're into all kinds of drones, all kinds of gadgets. If you're into that kind of stuff, you are in the right place, my friend. Please consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to click that bell. That way you'll know when I upload new videos. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
No, it's Gadget Inspector.
Takeoff. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
So it's been about 2 months since I got the Mavic Mini, and I'm doing this commentary about a month after I shot all of the footage for this video. I've been crazy busy with work, y'all. The main purpose for this video is to share that Costco deal I mentioned earlier, and also to give you some of my initial impressions about the Mavic Mini. Now, for under $400, I'm not sure you could do much better than this drone. And by the way, the only thing I did with the footage you're seeing here was lower the highlights, and I also added a little saturation, but the image looks darn good straight from this little camera. It has a 1/2 sensor, which is what you'll find on most drones outside of the more advanced machines like the Mavic 2 Pro or Phantom 4 Pro with the 1-inch sensors, or the Evo 2 with the 1/2-inch sensor, and the Evo 2 Pro also with the 1-inch sensor. But I think for most people, what the Mavic Mini produces is good enough. Take a look for yourself. Now, I have some ND filters coming. They're actually polarized ND filters. And all that means is not only will they reduce the amount of light entering the sensor, they'll also reduce reflections from the water or off trees or windows, and they'll also provide a more contrasty looking image. I'll do a comparison video when I get the filters, showing what the video footage looks like with and without them. So you can see the DJI Fly app here. The interface is super clean and much simpler than the DJI Go 4 app, which can get a bit busy and overwhelming, especially for new or casual drone flyers. Overall, I prefer the DJI Go 4 app, but for what the Mavic Mini is, DJI Fly actually makes sense. You have your map, histogram, telemetry, etc. And after a post-release firmware update, you now have manual camera settings that you can adjust. So again, I can't wait to get those ND filters and try all that out. just snapping off some photos here, and these are unedited and right from the camera, so this is what you can expect. Now, on this day, conditions were very calm, so there was minimal wind, but when I tell you this thing is light, I'm not kidding. 249 grams is about half a pound, so it weighs close to nothing and feels that way as well. The build quality, it does not feel like your typical DJI drone. Usually when you pick up a drone by DJI, it has a certain heft to it. It feels substantial, you know. This one ain't like that. It actually feels more like a toy, but this ain't no toy, y'all. Don't you worry about that. You've got an advanced piece of kit here. Just recently, I was out flying at about 200 feet up, and I started to get these high wind warnings, and the app was telling me to lower altitude. The wind was pretty calm on the ground, and it's obviously stronger up high, but just keep in mind that you'll likely get those warnings in fairly stable conditions. For the record, I didn't lower altitude, and the Mavic Mini did just fine, but it was actually a good reminder about distance and battery power needed to return to my location safely. So I started to make my way back. Okay, so here we are at a different location. It's a really nice spot to fly, and I hope you're enjoying the footage. We're gonna check out the Quickshots, and you'll see how easy they are to use, and I think I got some good stuff. Now, there's no follow me on the Mavic Mini if you haven't heard already. That's kind of a bummer, but honestly, I don't think too many people use that anyway. I like to have it when I see a good use case or application for it, but I don't use it that often on my other drones, to be real with you. By the way, if I was flying my Mavic 2 Pro or maybe even the Parrot Anafi, I don't think those geese would have been so chill. Seems like the Mini is even less intimidating to animals. To access the Quickshots, just click on the film icon and then you'll see Quickshot there at the bottom. You get your 4 different types of automated shots with distance options, as you can see here. And notice how the DJI Fly app automatically starts identifying the potential subject or object it's going to track during the Quickshot. You can either tap on the plus sign that you see there or create your own box by dragging your finger across the screen. For some reason, it didn't like the large box I tried. When you're all framed up and ready, just hit start and the Mavic Mini will do the rest. This is a droney shot. It'll return to its starting point after it finishes the Quickshot. Since the Mavic Mini does not have any obstacle avoidance sensors on it, you'll want to really be careful about understanding your surroundings before doing these automated shots. You can stop the drone at any time by giving the sticks an input, but just make sure you scope things out first. Okay, now we're gonna do a rocket shot. Same idea here. Make your box or click the X, hit start, and you'll be looking like you're doing some real fancy professional drone shots, man. How'd you do that, honey? It's hard to explain, baby, but that's what us drone pilots can do when we know what we're doing. Oh, you're amazing, honey.
Three, 2, 1.
So these are easy, right? What's fun is trying to do these same shots manually. It can be done with some practice. What's cool as well is nobody really knew I was flying a drone, except for the darn birds. The Mavic Mini is really incognito and does not draw a lot of attention. I like that.
Three, 2, 1.
Lastly, we're doing this helix shot, which is my favorite one of the 4. This is the one you saw in the intro to this video. By the way, I shot everything in 2.7K, which is the Mavic Mini's highest resolution, and at 30 frames per second. The tree in the foreground was blocking the building partially and it caused the box to go away, but it stayed locked on to the position for the rest of the shot. Well, I hope you enjoyed this initial look at the Mavic Mini, and I hope you have a better idea about what kind of footage it produces and how easy it is to do those quick shots. And if you're interested in that Costco bundle, check out the description box for a link, and also links to where to get the Fly More combo. I also found a really good carrying case that I'll link below as well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I wasn't planning to do a whole big production for this video, but I will have more Mavic Mini videos coming to you, so stay tuned for that. And as always, be good to somebody, be good to yourself. I'll see you in the next one.